Hi and welcome to episode 6 of the This is Reportage podcast. My name is Alan Law, I'm the founder of This is Reportage and I'm a wedding photographer myself. Today we've got the brilliant Elena Haralabaki, hailing from Greece, winner of no less than 9 TIR awards. Stick with us to hear how she went from fashion to weddings, the last movie that made her cry, how she captured a specific super close reportage award, the friendliness of the photography community, top tips for getting better at the documentary side, her inspirations, and much more. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I am great, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining all the way from Greece.
I'm so glad that I'm here with you.
Oh, honestly, it's
Thank you.
brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for giving up your time and talking to me. It's brilliant. It's fab. We were just chatting before we started this, and you told me it's actually raining in Greece. I thought you never had any rain.
Yes, we don't have very often rain here. We have endless sunshine all the
Yes,
months.
you are so lucky over there. I love Greece. And you grew up in Greece. What was your childhood like? Did you say you're from Athens?
Yes, I'm from Athens. I grew up in the center of
Right.
Athens.
So there's no
Uh,
there's no beach nearby, is there? Or is there? I don't.
no, it is about 30 minutes away, but now I live near the beach. My
Oh, you.
house is near the beach. I don't live right now in the center.
Ah, okay, cool, nice. That's nice. Was it
Yes.
really busy growing up in Athens? Did you? What was your school life like?
I think normal. Uh,
Yeah.
I grew up in the center. I had many things to do. As a teenager, I could enjoy parties, in the center.
Nice. Yeah, that's handy. Did you want to be a photographer from an early age, or did that?
I think that I always wanted to be an artist or a photographer, but I didn't know that. I, I had a camera almost every day with me.
Oh, really?
And
Great. Okay.
yes, and I wanted to take pictures of my friends, my family, at school, my classmates, my teachers. So I liked it. I didn't know, of course, that I would be a photographer.
So how did you get your first kind of wedding? How did you get into that?
I was very disappointed with my job in magazines. I,
Oh,
I,
okay.
I didn't like it. I didn't like this area. It was very competitive and very stressful. I had to work many hours a day. And I had a friend who was wedding photographer and
Yeah.
told him, can I come with you and see how it is to be a wedding photographer?
Cool. And you liked what you saw, I guess?
Yes, it was amazing. The happy people everywhere.
That's cool. That is a big plus side of our job, isn't it? Being around so much happiness and joy every weekend.
Yes, it is amazing.
So that first wedding that you went along with, was that a kind of a traditional Greek wedding, or was it in Greece?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was in Greece, a traditional wedding in Athens. It was not an amazing wedding, a big wedding, but I liked the people. And so that was the beginning.
And when was that? How long ago was that?
That was before about 13 years.
13 years.
Yes.
You've been doing it for 13 years.
Uh, yes,
Wow.
10,
You don't
10 years.
Wow, you don't look, because I can see videos where you don't look old enough to be doing it for 10 years. You must have
Yes.
been very young when you started, though.
I am old, Alan. I'm not, I'm an old lady, believe me.
That's
I
funny.
don't do Botox yet. I will do it.
So after you did that you went along with your friend, did you just start your own website? And how did you get images for a portfolio? Did you shoot more friends' weddings and things, or?
No, I didn't shoot friends because we were very young. I didn't have friends to get married.
Right. Yeah, that's tricky when you are super young, I guess.
And there is an exhibition here about wedding. And I just went there with some photos from the weddings I did with the other photographer. And I found new clients. It was easy.
Great, cool. And have you always found it to be quite not so is it less stressful than the kind of fashion work that you were doing for you?
Yes, because I am alone. I don't have any boss. I'm more creative. I can do whatever I like.
That's cool. Yeah.
It is adventurous. You travel a lot. You see new people, new couples. We have many couples coming from abroad here in Greece. So I have friends from all over the world.
It is great, isn't it, about our industry that you get to meet so many people from all over as well.
Yes.
That's great. And you recently spoke at was it an inspiration conference, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
How was that? Did you enjoy that?
I enjoy it very much. It was an amazing experience for me. I couldn't imagine that I could be a speaker in a conference.
Wow. Yeah, but you're so good. Of course you were going to be.
Yes, I'm just a photographer, and I couldn't imagine that I could speak. I could be a public speaker.
Well, you are, and were you doing it in English, I presume?
In English, yes. Ooh.
Wow, I can't imagine that, honestly. I mean, I get nervous talking in my own language in English to be able to speak to other people in a different language. That's amazing, I think.
Yes, it was difficult. For the first time, I think I was really nervous. But it is like bungee jumping. You go on the edge and you see, and you are nervous, you are really nervous, but then you enjoy it. Something like that.
Yeah, you really enjoy. That's great that you enjoyed it.
Yes, I was with friends there. I went all alone, but I found so many good people, warm people. And it was like I was there with my best friends.
Oh, that's super. Was that in Portugal, was it?
Yes.
Oh, cool. It's lovely there as well, isn't it? It's a beautiful place.
Yes, beautiful, very beautiful place. I would like to stay more there, but I couldn't. I had a wedding
Oh, okay.
after the conference.
Right, cool. So I'm going to change tack slightly now. So I'd like you to think what's the first thing or things that come to your mind? What makes you happy?
Happy. I think my friends, my family, my boyfriend, my dog.
Those are all good things in life, right?
Yes. I
Cool.
want to have people around me. People makes me happy.
Wedding photography is quite a lonely industry, isn't it? We're out there on our own, working on our own, then we're editing at home all alone. So I think it's really important to spend much time with family and loved ones as well.
Yes, you're right. But it is not so lonely. We are not lonely. We have each other. I have so many friends on Facebook. They write me all the time. And if I have a question about something about photography, I can ask a great photographer and tell me something, or we can share our knowledge.
Oh, right. Yes, yes. And it's great how people are so open and sharing like that.
Yes.
There's one specific, you won a reportage award, you've won lots of different reportage awards, but one that I love especially is taken from below, I think during the ceremony, where you're super close to the couple and the priest, I think. Do you know which image I mean?
You mean this photo that the priest gives his blessings?
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Yes.
and you've taken it from below, and it's really.
Yes.
I mean, it's super close. So how did you get that shot?
Well, it was easy. I just put my camera there. after after some tries, to have the best framing, I did this. It
It's
was easy,
great.
really.
I think I love it. I think I ask because I think a lot of photographers are maybe scared of getting that close, during the ceremony, but it's great that you weren't worried about that, and it was all,
Yes,
all good.
maybe because we have better priests. They, we can do whatever we like during the ceremony,
Oh, really?
almost.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's very different to say UK weddings where a lot of vicars are very strict. Sometimes we can't even be at the front; we have to be right at the back. So,
Yes.
yeah. So it's a lot more relaxed for you in Greek weddings generally.
I don't know, because it is a challenge for me to do other weddings. I, not only Orthodox weddings here in Greece. I want to take more photos from other traditions.
Right. Okay.
I
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, it's good to be varied, isn't it, as well? And
Yes.
you saying as well as so traditional Greek weddings, lots of people come to Greece as a destination wedding area, I guess. So you're shooting couples of all different nationalities, and
Yes.
yeah.
This is
Do you,
a challenge for me. I love it.
oh, that's so cool. I mean, have you ever shot a wedding in the UK?
No,
No, you should.
no, unfortunately.
Well, I think you've got the weather over in Greece that we don't have over here, but no, it's great over here as well.
Yes, but I want a wedding with umbrellas, I don't have.
That's so funny because all UK photographers will be thinking we don't want any umbrella weddings anymore.
Oh, why? It is so strange for us.
Oh, we should do a swap. We should do a shoot swap. You studied photography in Athens, didn't you? I think you said. Yeah. Did
Yes.
did actually doing a proper course and education in photography, did that really help you? Because I asked because I think a lot of wedding photographers don't have any formal education in photography. I was just wondering if it really helped you.
In reality, I think that it helped me because I saw so many images, so many photographers from other areas, from other kinds of photography. I don't believe that you have to be educated. Maybe you have a talent, or you work hard for this. I think that photography reveals everything. Reveals the age, the education, the personality of the photographer, uh, all the personal work, all the hard work from the whole life.
Sure.
So, yes, I think that I took something from the education,
Right.
but I worked hard afterwards. It is not only the education, of course.
Yes, that's the key, isn't it?
Yes.
You've got to apply and work hard, which it sounds like you really have done. Did in your education, did they talk about the business side of photography at all, or is it
No.
no? And and that's a big deal, isn't it? The business side is so important.
Yes, it is. I studied marketing and business administration for 4 more years
Oh,
after,
okay.
yes. And I learned many things. It was very helpful in order to promote my business. I'm not such an expert, but it helped me.
That's really good. And I think, yeah, because a lot of wedding photographers think I can take a good photograph and that's enough, but it really isn't it? The marketing side is so important.
Yes.
And in terms of marketing and getting yourself out there and being found by couples, what's been like really effective for you in that way?
I think nowadays the social media is the first thing that we have to care about.
Yeah. Do you
Uh,
enjoy doing that?
no, I don't like it to be always on Instagram and Facebook and promote my business. I
Yeah.
want someone else to do this for me.
Would you get someone else to do it? Some people do outsource that, don't they?
Uh, I hired somebody once, but He made a website. Oh my God, it was so full with, so many words,
right.
not so many photos.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I didn't like it, and I said, "No, okay, don't do it. I will do it." And he he wrote things for business only. She's the great photographer, and she's the best photographer in the world, and you must take her. These things.
Right, yeah.
And
And
it
that's
is
not
not me. It is not my point of view.
right, okay, sure. Yeah, that I guess
Yes.
that is the danger of outsourcing that. So how do you get most of your weddings, do you know?
Google.
Cool.
I
Did
feel that my photos are everywhere. Because of the organizations. I don't know. They find me easily.
right. Well, that's great, isn't it? And so I guess you found submitting to, because you've won lots of awards in lots of different associations, that by winning those awards, that's helped people find you.
I think so. Yes,
That's cool. Good. That's
because they tell me about the awards.
great. Well,
So
they must be finding you that way then.
and this is fantastic. I couldn't imagine that. I want more awards. for,
Well, I'm sure you'll get them.
for marketing for this.
Yes, definitely. Me as well as a wedding photographer. I think about 80% of my couples say they found me because of various awards. So it's great. It's all good. Um, if someone wanted to get better at the documentary side of wedding photography, especially, what would be your kind of top tips to help them get better at that?
I think that documentary photography is difficult because you have to be always on the move and
Right.
feel the moment. You can't be relaxed.
Yeah.
And especially if you feel that you see a great moment, you are going to take a good photo. You must be there. You must feel this moment and have always your camera and see through your camera. You must have very good knowledge of the framing first. You must understand the light, of course.
Yeah. These are great tips. It's great. And your work, especially, I feel like you get very close, which results in really intimate images. Do you have any, some people are afraid of shooting very close. Do you have any advice for photographers who are a bit nervous of that?
I don't understand why they are nervous.
Yeah.
Uh, we are allowed to be there. We can do whatever we like.
Yeah,
The,
sure.
the couple believes in us. They believe that we are the best for them. We can do anything. Why not?
I totally agree. I totally agree. No, that's great. And we need to maybe a lot of photographers need to think about that less and just get in there and get the moments. Um, what what inspires you in life? Where
In
do you get
life,
your in life?
generally.
Yes, generally, yeah.
Generally, I love art. I uh, I love seeing paintings,
Oh, cool.
photography, of course. I love going out with friends. I listen to music all the time.
Oh, cool. What's your favorite music?
Well, I try to listen all the kinds of music, but I realize that I love most rock.
Oh, really?
Like
Cool. So do I.
yes, yes. I try to listen other kinds, but I just try. I can't. I I have always the same playlist.
Oh, cool. Yes, and me
Yes.
on repeat all the time. Do you
Yes.
do you have specific music that you listen to when you're traveling to a wedding, like to get you in the mood, or?
Uh, Queen, Under
Oh, really?
Pressure.
That's funny. Wedding photographer anthem. That's cool.
Yes.
Um, what do you find the most challenging aspect of wedding photography to be? What's most difficult, do you think?
I think that sometimes it is very difficult to take amazing photos under these circumstances. It is not easy. There are sometimes difficult circumstances at weddings
Yeah.
with people maybe they're not so cooperative, I don't know, or there are not so many moments. They don't cry. Why?
Yeah, that cry people. That is true though, isn't it? If moments are not happening, it is trickier.
Yes. You
Um,
try to find the moment, but they are just there. They don't do. And maybe it is, of course, it is rare, this kind of, you always find something.
yes, yeah.
Yes, but it is better if you have more emotional people.
No, yeah, definitely is.
Yes.
It is, isn't it? Do
Please,
you
please
find
cry.
yeah. Do you feel, just going back to awards and you've won so many, has it put more pressure on you to come back from a wedding with amazing images? Do you feel more pressure after winning awards, or you don't think like that?
In reality, I don't really care
Yeah.
about the awards.
Cool.
I can't have so many expectations from a wedding because it is not a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I try to do my best. I'm there firstly for the couple, not for the awards.
Sure.
And then if I have a good photo, I will send it to
Yeah.
take an award because it is good for my marketing.
Yes, oh, totally. I think that's a really good way to think about it as well. Not to shoot weddings for awards, but it's just a kind of a side benefit of it. What would be your top tips for people just starting out in the industry? I hope a lot of different people will be listening to this at different levels, but some will be just starting out. Do you have any kind of good advice for people who are really new to it?
Well, I would say to forget the cameras and the latest gadgets and try to find the artist within himself or herself. I think it is the best thing to be more creative and not think all the time about the cameras and the lenses and all the gadgets. I know people that they say to me, "Oh, Elena, you take amazing photos. Please, what is your camera?"
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is not my camera only. Of course, I need a good camera for good quality, but it is not this. I try to be creative all the time, and I keep constantly. I keep learning new things.
That's
So
cool.
this is it. The creativity. Find the artist. We all have this artist inside because we love photography. So we are artists. Firstly.
Cool. That's great advice. It's not about the equipment, it's about you as the photographer. That's great.
Yes.
Um, Changing tack again slightly. What was the last movie that made you cry?
Made me Joker.
Oh, really? Is it? I've not seen that yet.
Yes.
Is it emotional?
Yes. For me
Okay.
it was because I don't say more things because you have to see it.
Yeah,
But
no spoilers.
so this guy was very unlucky in his life. I won't say more.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers on the show. What's a random fact about you that most people would be surprised to know? Anything unusual in your past life, or you have a strange party trick or something different that people don't know about you?
They don't
No,
know
no, it doesn't
many
matter.
things about me, Alan. I'm I'm a very adventurous person. I'm very calm and I do yoga and meditation, but sometimes I am crazy. I don't know how you
No, that's good.
two,
Yeah.
two different personalities inside me. I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's cool. Good way to live life, I think.
I like parties.
And a wedding is like a big party as well. You get paid to
Yes,
like have
yes,
parties.
I love these parties and the music, loud music.
That's cool. Do you
And
stay a long time through the night at weddings?
I'm very tired
Yeah.
every time. I stay, of course, and they want me to stay and drink and dance, but believe me, I can't. I can't drink. I can't dance.
It's so tiring, isn't it? It is so tiring. Uh,
Yes.
I would. I've shot one wedding in Greece. I would in Skiathos. Yeah, Skiathos.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And I was drinking ouzo and Sprite there, just one or two. But I love ouzo. I love ouzo.
Uzo.
Yeah.
If you ever come here, please join me to
Oh, I
go
would.
out and drink Uzo.
Let's do it. That would be great. I'd love that. Um, you've just shot a wedding. What's the first thing you do when you get back home?
I do the backup immediately.
Oh, do you straight away? Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm nervous with the backup.
Right. Okay. You can't
can't,
sleep until.
I can't sleep. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then what do you do? Do you have an ouzo then or
No, no. I am like a zombie. I sleep immediately.
do you do like very long days for Greek weddings? Are they full on and very intense?
Maybe they are, especially the weddings on the islands. As a photographer, you have to be there one day before, maybe to shoot a pre-wedding party,
Right.
and then you have the wedding day. So maybe most of the times 2 days.
Oh, okay, wow, that is long.
Yes.
Do you have a particular piece of software or app that you couldn't do without?
I don't think so. Except you mean Lightroom?
Yeah, well, that's a great piece of software. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you do virtually all your editing in Lightroom?
No, I use Photoshop as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and yeah, what kind of percentage do you think you? How many images from a wedding do you take into Photoshop on average? Do you?
Uh, Not so many, just for maybe for dodge and burn or
Right. Okay. Yeah.
these kind of things. But I edit all the photos in Lightroom.
Cool. And that is great, isn't it? Do you use any like keyboard shortcuts or? Um...
No, I think I'm not very good with these things. I'm not, I'm not so fast, and I want to see every photo and see if I did something wrong, and I want them to be perfect, all of them, so I'm not fast.
But that's good, I think. A lot of people are obsessed with being really quick, but the end product is what matters the most, I
Yes, but for business, it is not good.
guess. That's true. I guess it's finding a balance is really
Yes.
important. Time and quality as well. Um, has there been somebody in that has had a big influence on your career at all?
You mean photographer? If
Yeah, it could
there
be
is,
a photographer or anyone else in your life really who's had a big impact.
maybe many photographers. I see so many great photographers out there, and I love their work. Maybe I could say my boyfriend, who is always with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, he's also a photographer,
Oh,
but
cool.
yes, I think he doesn't like so much wedding photography. He likes weddings. He believes that it is very a stressful job. He can't handle this anxiety.
Right, okay. I understand that. Yeah, some
Yes,
people, weddings, it's really stressful for.
yes,
Um,
but he is always there for me, always.
oh, that's great, great, good stuff.
Yes.
So I've got time, I think, for one more question. Um, do you think about the future? Whether you'll still be shooting weddings in 10 years' time?
I really don't know because I couldn't imagine what I do right now. So this job has many surprises. I don't know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
I have a wedding in February in India.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
That is amazing. I couldn't imagine that. So I think that I can't think of the future in this job. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't imagine that I would be a speaker in a conference. I just want to be happy, and I'm happy with what I do.
That's cool. That's cool. And you
Yes.
obviously you sound very happy and you look very happy. That's brilliant. You don't always have to be thinking about the future, and that's why I asked that. I just think it's very interesting. You don't need to be. Yeah, just being happy is so important.
Yes, it is very stressed to think all the time the future.
Yeah.
So we have to appreciate things around us, what we have, and think that there are some people that they cannot afford even the essentials. We are fortunate; we have everything.
That's so true. Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. Oh, Elena, thank you so much. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you for your time. It's so interesting and great bits of information in there. That was brilliant.
It was my pleasure. Really, really. It was an honor. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you. Honestly, that was brilliant. People who are listening, maybe on iTunes, I will put the specific Reportage Award we were talking about earlier on in the post, so you can have a look at it. I'll include links through to your website as well. And yeah, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you. I send you my love from Greece.
Oh, I'm back here from the UK. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the 6th episode of our This Is Reportage podcast. If you enjoyed it, you can subscribe to our show on iTunes to be notified when each new weekly episode is ready, bringing you advice, tips and backstories from some of the world's best photographers each week. You can also head to thisisreportage.com to find a full transcript of this episode. And if you're not already a member of TIR, check out all the benefits of joining us. We're all about promoting the skill and artistry of documentary wedding photography, and members receive lots of benefits, including 60 Reportage Award entries and 18 Story Award entries per year, an unlimited number of images shown on your profile, exclusive discounts on wedding photography related products, invites to our physical meetups and parties, such as our upcoming Christmas party in London in just over a week, and much more. No poses, nothing staged. This is Reportage. And this is bye for now.